Question. I don't know.
In this lonely ass world, it's getting colder. I'm not going nowhere if I cannot take my boat there. My mind was bred a little different, yeah, from my own past. If I see heat, why the fuck would I wanna go there? Mama, I make you smiling. Mama, your little nigga came from wildin'. Mama, always got in trouble, I was shouted. Mama, now I'm staring at shit. Mama, I'm the pilot. Mama, if I want something, I'ma go get it. Mama, swim with the sharks, piranhas, and fishes. Mama, it's so hard down here, God is my witness. Mama, I know where I'm going. Mama, I'm a fan. It's hard not knowing who is really gonna be there for me. I wish you could be here to see me the day I start touring. Shit be on my mind every second when I'm not recording. I'm waking up conversating with the Lord every morning. I mistakenly took the wrong path, I had to rewind. I fumbled trying to move too fast, I had to keep trying. Growing up, I got in trouble, told myself to keep lying. So much stress be building up, swear I be needing me time.
Good morning to the DMV and the rest of the world. This is your girl, aka Reese, aka the best that ever did it. And y'all, I just want to thank y'all so much. This is our number 13 of Freaky Friday. So it's actually like our Friday the 13th Freaky Friday. It's our 13th episode of Freaky Friday. But I want to say thank you, which means this is our 13th week of doing the new format of the Morning Mac Show with my beautiful and lovely co-host, Miss Bernice Smith. Bernice, say hi to everybody.
Good morning. Good morning. How are you today?
I'm blessed, and so are you.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
This is exciting for me because I got one of my comedic muse in the building with me. This young man or old man or man, I don't know what I want to call him, old man, young man. When I first came out in comedy, it was like almost 10 years ago. Um, we crossed paths with him because it was my building manager was like, you know what? I got somebody you want to do stand up, boom, boom, boom. I got somebody I want you to meet. And it was love ever since. Y'all introducing Jamon Donnell, like jam on it. But it's Jamon Donnell. Good morning, sir.
Yo, what up? Good morning, everybody.
Good
And
morning.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Thank you. Same to
No
you.
doubt.
And I cannot be remiss without mentioning our super producer, Mr. Molly Mall, who makes all of this happen for us. You know, all the technical difficulties and the glitz and all that good stuff. He is with us as well, but the brother's so busy, he be in the back, you know, doing what he do. Good
Yes,
morning,
he
Molly
has.
Mall. So, Jamon, I'm gonna go through the usual format. Is that we say our meet and greets as my big sister Bernice did. My homie Bernice, she gives us the juicy news. But before we get into the juicy news, I want you to tell the people out there that's watching and listening who you are. I already told them you know you my buddy from a long time ago, comedy guru when we used to do Mike Brooks present down there at the Martinis Club and all over the place. This man got salt in the game. Is that what you call it? He got seasonings, y'all.
Uh,
Darnell, tell me about you.
all right, thank you. I'm really humble. Like I got so much love for Alfie for real. She showed me so much love. She humbles me every time, right? Um, um, like it's kind of who am I? Like, I'm just a guy. Like, I just love doing comedy. I love making people laugh. I'm from DC. I was born and raised here. Spent some time in some other cities. Shout out to Boston. Um, like, I just that was a tough question. It's like, who am I? I'm a lot of people at times. Like, I think as people we are like multifaceted of a self. So, so right
Oh,
now,
you a funny man. You a funny man.
thank you. If you say that, people tell me I'm funny. I enjoy making people laugh more so than I care about being funny. I just want people to. I like to be in high level, high spirited environments. If not, I like to create it. You know.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we're going to dive into this goodness, which we call the Morning Mac Show. You are live with RMB, and that stands for Reese, Molly, and Bernice. And then we call it RMB. It's a play on words, but you get it because we are something good for the soul. And with that being said, Miss Lady B, what we got today? We call this is dropping the tea, spilling the tea. I call it gossip, and Molly call it news.
Okay. Um, our first story is it's a crazy story. Police officer beats up 12-year-old girl at a bus stop as he rains punches on her. So,
Ooh,
shocked by bystanders, this story was, oh my god. Basically, this man, um, it was this little girl at the bus stop. This cop started punching her. I don't know. They didn't have the exact reasoning as to. I don't know what's going on with my computer, but it's acting stupid. But yeah, it's acting stupid this morning.
it's one of those days, technical difficulties, but that ain't gonna stop no show. That
Yeah.
ain't gonna
Yeah.
we could speculate until we get the real news. We could gossip. Was it a parent that was whipping her butt, or
No,
was
it
it?
was a police officer. It says shocked bystanders tried to intervene and pull the girl away as the officer appeared to rain hammer strikes, a punch banned in boxing, down on her head on Staten Island, New York. U U.S. a police New York at U.S. says a police officer has been suspended after a video emerged showing him raining punches down on a 12-year-old girl's head.
Okay, let me just ask. Staten Island. That's Michelle Pucciarelli's neck of the woods. I wish she was on today, Pucci. But Staten Island. Now, was the officer one color and the girl another color?
Yes.
So it was a Caucasian officer beating up a 12-year-old black female?
Yes.
No, 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 no.
He should
Okay,
be fired, point blank, period. Because there's no way any man should be putting their hands on a 12-year-old child, especially a police officer putting his hands on a 12-year-old girl at all. Like, at all. You don't even need to even put her in cuffs. She's for what? Like, at all. You don't need to touch her.
no, a man should never beat
Fire him.
a woman
Next.
like that. It don't matter what color they were,
That's
but
the bottom
given
line. Right,
Staten
exactly.
Island, and I hear that they're very colorism on state. There's colorism all over the world, but and then that little borough that they like really strong racism, exists, and I'm getting it
Yeah.
from an inside source. So that says that but hey, I agree with Jamal. No matter what color, a man shouldn't be beating on no 12-year-old little girl like that, raining punches. Her parents gonna be rich after this because I'll be suing. I will own Staten Island after that. Ain't no way, for no reason. And then why wasn't the little girl running? She just
Excuse me.
standing there.
I haven't seen the video. I just read the news story, but there were people trying to intervene. See, she's 12 years old. More than likely, he caught up to her or whatever the case may be. She's not but so strong to get away from a grown ass
Mm.
man.
Child, what's the next story? You about to make me. Mm, mm, mm.
Ooh. Yeah, I told you it's hard to find good news, but this story says
Tell me.
after boy After a boy drowns in a river, siblings reject his mom's tale. They say, "Stop lying, mommy."
Oh,
A, a woman charged in her 5-year-old son's drowning tried to persuade her other children to lie about the circumstances of the death while talking to investigators, police said in court documents. Autumn, 29, was recently charged with 4 felony counts of child endangerment and 1 count of involuntary manslaughter in the connection with the drowning death of her son, Roman Harmon, who police said fell in the river while playing on the bank in Lancaster County. Yeah. Harmon's body was found after a 5-hour search on rocks just north of Access Boat Launch, according to the chief deputy coroner. So they classified the death as accidental, but she has been charged because they serious on that neglect stuff. So I don't know what happened. What the boys told the police, but she has been charged with the death of her son.
And trying to get the other kids alive, and they said, "Stop lying, mommy.
Yeah.
You killed our little. It's sad when the child has to do that, but I award his bravery because that's a hard thing to do for a child. Because we always taught you stick up for your mom. Whatever mama say is what say. Because there's plenty of times that growing up, your parents say, "Tell them say such and such." You say such and such. You don't say nothing different. I wouldn't dare say, "Stop lying,
Yeah.
mommy." I'd be too scared to. Wow. All
If
right.
you kill my sibling, I'm gonna tell it.
Oh well, the truth will reveal itself.
Yep. So the next
Stop
story
lying,
is
Mom.
Stop lying,
Yes.
mom.
So the next story is on our football player Damar Hamlin. Basically, doctors at the University of Cincinnati Medical Center said Thursday that Buffalo Bills safety Damar Hamlin has made substantial progress in the last 24 hours. So much so that he was able to ask the medical staff who won. He
Oh,
wanted to know. He wanted to know who won, and they replied, "You did. The game of life." So
that's
he's
right.
doing, yeah, he's doing much better. Hold on, I just got an update on Damar.
Uh-oh.
It says Damar Hamlin is breathing on his own. So they took the breathing tube out. They said he's breathing on his own and able to talk after having his breathing tube removed. The latest step in his remarkable recovery in the 4 days since going into cardiac arrest.
Mm, mm, mm.
Yep. So I know his family happy. I'm happy for them. It's crazy. It's crazy. And
When
on
they
good
gave him
news,
he must have got his game check at the hospital. That'll make you breathe easy too.
it will make me. It definitely will make me. On good news, like I told you, good news hard to find in this day and time. But I read a story about this kid who called 911 telling the dispatcher he was going to run away. He was a little African American boy. He said he was running away from home after an argument with his mother. The officer arrived, talked to the kid, and went into his bedroom, which was empty outside of a deflated blow up bed. The young man essentially slept on the floor. The officer encouraged him to stay home. The child's mother was facing a tough financial hardship. The officer left and soon returning with a bed, a television, and a game system. The boy was elated.
Oh,
That just goes to show you, yeah, we got bad cops, but we got some good ones too who truly care about their job and the people that they were hired to serve.
mm, mm, mm. Serve and protect. And get me some TV. Thank you for the band. Thank
Yeah.
you. Amen. I'm all shucks. I was listening to Aretha Franklin this morning, A Deeper Love. Anybody older than 35 might remember that song. Y'all remember that song, Deeper Love? And it just got me on 10. I was around here dancing and clapping and cutting up this morning. I mean, that's a feel good news, and that was a feel good song. And I just thought about that, Deeper Love. He went deep. in his heart and helped another little. I mean, that's what we need more of. We need more cops like that and less cops like that one that was trying to, throw them blows. That's all I'm saying, people. All I'm saying.
Yeah. It's so much bad out here. So often the good goes overlooked. So, you got to share both sides sometimes.
Definitely the good. It's like
Good
searching for the good, like needle in a haystack, though. But what you think, Jamal? Where you at?
I'm right here.
So, okay. Look, that's what he said.
I was listening. I think that's a good thing. Just that's a part of being an officer. Sometimes your job is not to look for crime. Sometimes your job is to be of good help and of a good Samaritan and be a part of public safety. I think a lot of police officers get away from the part of the fact that your job is also to apply public safety. You don't just be running around looking for somebody doing wrong. Now you forgot about somebody that you can be helping and doing right by something. So, and when officers are seen doing right in the neighborhood or in the community, they tend to have a better relationship with everybody. Even the criminals be like, yo, hey, put that back. We don't want him to come through here because he will do his job. If he'll help you, he'll arrest you. So, it's a respect thing. So when they see that you're a respectful person beyond your badge, they'll give you the same respect. So it's a part of training and and knowledge and knowing how to serve people. So that's great for the brother. So
exactly.
Hey Jamal, you said you grew up in DC. What district did you grow up in? Where'd you grow up? Southeast. Oh, y'all Southeast.
Look, St. East, down the street.
I want to say that because I saw something on the news, and before we get into the our topic of the day, I just want to shout Southeast folks on here. What do y'all think about Mayor Bowser doing that walk yesterday through Southeast?
Who the hell cares? That's what I think. I've been here 8 years. That's the second time she don't walk through here. She don't come through here unless she's trying to impress somebody. That's all for the public to see. Oh, she's doing this. She ain't doing nothing.
She didn't even stop at the curry out. She get some wings.
Man, she came through here one time with somebody holding an umbrella over her head, smiling at people. I looked out the window. I was like, "What the hell?"
Oh, she was on her puff day.
She was doing that yesterday, walking through, and now they saying that they're going to do this and do that and everything.
Talking about what she gonna do.
Well, I was surprised that y'all didn't go out there and say, "Wait a minute, Mayor Bowser."
I ain't see her. I don't know what part she was in yesterday. I saw the video.
She walked through all of, down MLK and all that. So
I ain't see that broad over here.
She was on the K.
I ain't see her over there.
They said she was out there. So that's why I was like, Bernice ain't saying nothing that Mayor Bowser was walking through the hood. Molly didn't mention it either. I said,
I know what she was doing. She was like walking through, like, we gonna gentrify right there. We gonna knock that down.
Yeah, that's exactly what she was doing.
That's the new part.
We gonna get rid of them.
Arrest them. There's some guys standing, look like they got some warrants on them.
Call the FBI.
Hey, but I don't blame her though. I'm gonna keep real. In a way, Southeast do need a big ass motherfucker mop and a broom. I ain't even gonna lie. They just need to come over there.
And look, and Molly hit it on in there. Southeast is too big to walk through. She must have walked from the corner of one corner to the next.
I didn't see her, and I live off MLK. Did not see her. Did not hear police. They bring police and stuff with her. I didn't see it. Didn't hear it.
Molly said she walked 1 block and took pictures.
That's what she did.
She wasn't in Southeast long enough for somebody to say, "Hey, one of y'all try and buy Jack?" She wasn't in Southeast.
I'm just saying that's the news. That's the news. When we talk about what's going on in the wars and how they can help, they got all of that money to get y'all free bus rides, but they got no money for. What about free grocery deliveries? What about free rides to the from the
Then you talk-
hospital.
That's
you
What
too
talking
much
about
about
like
that
right.
shut in? And what about free rides for the kids, the summer camp to pay for the summer
No.
camp for everybody?
She,
You know,
no,
what about
no.
free rides to the tradies?
I haven't seen the kid get on the bus and pay ever. I think the kids ride for free up until they like 34.
The schools provide them with these cards. But no, she ain't gonna do none of that. Because the thing is, she feel like if we suffer enough, we gonna leave. And that's what a lot of people don't.
Well, on some for real, we should just buy our community like we supposed to. We should be pooling our dollars together and not being distrusting of one another and own where we at. Like
Well,
when you really get into the science of the younger standing outside defending their block, in a way, they're right. They're wrong about it, but you got to understand what they're saying is this is where we're from, and we don't want nobody to impede on our territory. That's always been mankind nature, right? But to do it in a political correct way where you service it, it takes us to stop, looking at one another and competing with one another and trying to outbuy shit and just look and say, hey, let's put our money together and let's buy this, let's own this and do things like DC got one of the best. The way you can sell marijuana in DC is the way you is it's crazy great, right? It's almost like you can start a business and gift out marijuana. But if people pool together the right type of businesses, they can gift out the marijuana. You don't have to just have a fucking dispensary. You can actually have a business that provides a proper service that other people who may not even want marijuana will come and still, get your service and get your business. But then those that want it, you can say, hey, we do service that over there and still in the same business and just generate the appropriate money. We can do that as a unit, but we don't. We just get upset when somebody else come through with their team and say, "Hey, it's five of us. We got $1 million together. We gonna buy that block and then move them niggas out, and we be mad because we never came up with the plan of unity and pooling and money."
yeah. That what they dependent on is that great divide because we are divided. But and being honest, some of us you can't trust because a lot of us just out for self. We not about community. We not about building. And I've been talking to my sons about that. I was like, we need to build our own community, our own businesses. That's something we definitely need to do. But they're dependent on that divide so they can take over.
Look, like Molly said, the churches are doing it. Yeah, yeah, they are. I remember when I was going to church, we wouldn't even have church. They would be this white man coming into our little black church telling us to invest and buy stocks and bonds and this and that. And I was like, I'm here to talk about Jesus. Jesus ain't talking nothing about no stocks and bonds and not no financial mutuals and all that. But we did. Everybody bought a $500 bond to invest in the church. And then when it matured, it was still $500. It was
That's funny. Well, at least it didn't go nowhere. It just
but it
didn't
did.
go
They
there.
took our money and invested it. Didn't give us no interest or nothing. And 10 years later, Misha, as a matter of fact,
You got
cashed
your
out
five
and
hundred
say,
dollars back. You got your $500 back.
"You got your yeah." So it's all good. But let's get into the juicy conversation topic of today's topic. Today's topic, we're going to talk about when do we like we're dating, and we talked about dating yesterday. Say we dating, and it's real dating. It's not just a smash and grab. It's a real date, okay? And when you're dating somebody, how long do it take you before you meet their family? That's the question. We got a short video we want to share with the people. After the video, then we're gonna have a conversation on it.
That's a good
To your
question.
family? That's what we're asking this morning. Dr. Eve is here to tell us how to approach this milestone in your relationship. But before we delve into that, let's hit to the street and find out what other people had to say.
The right time is after a month.
Let's say maybe after 3 months, I can say.
Well, I would say maybe like after three dates or so, but I'm not sure. Maybe a month depends, cause I introduced my boyfriend like in the first week.
Let's say I'm engaged. That's the right time to introduce them to my parents. Our culture, we're not supposed to when you're dating someone, we're not supposed to bring them to our home, but it's right for a guy to bring a girl to his home. So yeah.
When you are engaged, yeah, I believe so. When you are engaged.
Some interesting commentary there. Before we delve into that, Dr. Eve, good morning. Welcome to the show. I'm so happy whenever you're here because I know that we're going to get into the nitty-gritty, and it's usually things that people want to talk about. Before I talk about my own experience, can we first just answer this one big question? What does introducing your partner to your parents actually mean for your relationship?
So I'm going to kind of take it a step back and throw a spanner in the works, as I always do. What is a partner?
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh. You had to go there, didn't you? Okay, cool. Let's first start there then.
We're talking modern.
What is a partner? Ooh, Bernice, you had to go there, didn't you? How long do you know, Jamal, Bernice, and Molly, and the people out there in the audience? Some people, you meet the people family on the first the first time you meet the girl, you meet the family. They sitting up there. You know what I mean, up in the house and everything. And they was like, what you doing? Who you are? You got somebody, and don't let you come over there in the ice cream truck go by. Every little kid in the house gonna be looking at you. They go to ice cream truck. You hit ice cream truck. Mama, I ain't got no money. Just looking at your date. This nigga came by.
What kind of day? What you reading from some book? Where the hell that happened at?
No, she kind of telling the truth. No, she kind of telling the truth.
No, not over here.
No,
well, when I was growing up, when somebody came to court, my aunt, you remember, I'm my aunt 11 years older than me, and the ice cream truck come by. We all look. My aunt Ann, we know she ain't had no damn money, but we know her date was good for it. They was like, the kids want some popsicles. Here, Reese, you take these $2 and get all of y'all some ice cream. I'm like, oh, thank you. You can go there, sir. You can go. We did that. I don't know. That was real. We was some real kids.
When did you meet the family? When you go pick them up.
The family be waiting right outside. You better not pick them up in the daylight.
Not in my house.
That's real.
You gotta be. I gotta consider you special for you to meet mine. The only time I will say a guy meets my family, he meet my sons right off. I want them to know who they gotta kill in case something happens. I'm just joking, but I'm just saying I always
ain't joking. Don't be messing with Bernice.
Trust me. They probably pull him to the side and say, "Sir, here's our number."
I ain't playing.
Sir, call us because we know things can get a little hectic.
It get hectic because if you try to do something to me, it's definitely gonna be a problem.
See already. That's why they know.
But you know, in all fairness, honesty, you guys, all of us on here is over 40. Back when we were coming up, dating looked different than what it do now. See, back then you come to the house, you knock on the door, you had to come to the door to pick her up. Now you go, I meet you at the corner, hit my phone, they running out. We as parents don't know who our children dating, and our family don't know who we get in the car with.
I'm feeling ladies B energy, and I like it. I understand where. Listen, first of all, we need to meet in the most public of public places on our first meeting.
But that's I'm talking about back then. They came to
Yeah, it was a little bit trusting back then because it wasn't like guys. The men back then wasn't so desperate like today. Seriously, men back then was not desperate. Today's guy is super desperate. Like he don't even care. He's just ready for you. Soon as he see you, he like, hey, what's up, mama? Or whatever. All that you like, yo, Slim. This hello first. Like hello. Like check on my temperature. You don't need no be like that. Like
you know, I dated a guy for 6 years and did not meet nobody in his family. And he was like, oh,
he was hiding you.
Kids.
Nah, he was hiding you, Joe.
He would go out, and I be saying, oh, my mother is in Hawaii, which is mom passed. That was the older dude that I told you about. that he's 63 on January 1st. He turned 63, and he was like, "Oh, I'm at my daughter's swim meet. I'm at my daughter's jousting. I'm at my and I'm like, okay, well, when am I going to meet? You met my son right off the bat, and you met my aunt and uncle. You met some of my family, a couple of people in my family, only 3 people, but still, your children lived in different states. I get that, but it seemed like it still was like distance, and I felt like he was hiding me. I sure enough did.
Well,
That's exactly how I felt.
Growing up, we ain't bring men to our granddaddy house. No, sir. Because he run them away, him or my uncle. First of all, especially if you was dating outside your race, don't do that.
Yeah. Like I grew up, I was raised like you wait. You don't even try to like it was different when I was younger. If you was courting her, and you wanted to take her out, you was younger in the teenage stages, of course you would go meet the family as a teenager and stuff like that. So they'll know who you are and then where you come from and stuff like that. And and sometimes your parents meet each other just for safety reasons, because your girlfriend might want to come and spend some time over your house and your mama want to know she's safe and the door ain't got no lock on it. I'm just saying, because back in the day when you was a teenager, 17, 16, 17, sometimes you're allowed to go over your boyfriend or girlfriend house. So you had to meet their parents and you couldn't go in a room respectfully, the era I come from. You couldn't go in no room.
You was in the den or the family room
Yeah.
where everybody looking at y'all talk. Be like,
well, or if you was in the room, that door was open. Everybody could walk past and see y'all talking or looking at
all time.
It was that door could not close at all. If I don't care, the wind better not. I don't care. But now as adults, I think as a man, me, I'm never like super eager to meet the family. Like I'm trying to, because I think like for one, it's like, we never do new day. We never new day and age. Motherfuckers, you don't know nigga agenda. I listen to you like ladies. I hear you. And y'all don't even know these niggas' agendas and stuff. So you gotta, if he's so pressed to see the family, you gotta wonder, well, what this nigga want? Like,
yeah, they want your children. When a man be like, you got children.
Yeah, they come from mine. Some come from mine.
Like pedophile. Who you live with? You live alone? I said I live with me. Why? Who you live with? You alone? No, I got Jesus here too.
I don't tell them nothing. I ask why. Why you want to know who live in my house? Mind your business.
Yeah, because first of all, if you're an adult, if you talk and listen, your questions will be answered. If you talk and listen, you don't have to ask questions. You just talk. You don't have to like first of all, men shouldn't. I come from a different era. I was raised by like real players and stuff. It's like, yo, you don't be in her business. You know what I'm saying? If she wants you in, she'll give it to you. You just enjoy your company, her energy, and what she offers and gives you from her. You don't try to dive into her business. That's her. So, nowadays cats be pressed. You know what I'm saying?
They want to know where you work at, how much money you make.
Yeah.
And what's the Jamal, you a man. Why do a man want to know how much somebody pay for rent?
How much he got to move in? He want to know what half is. That's what it is.
That's the answer. That's the answer pretty much. Because first of all, no man really want to know a woman's financial bill. Like what her monthly budget is. We don't care about that. Like if she lives somewhere and I live somewhere, that's that, right? If it just so happen to be we're going to come together, well then that's that. It's not going to be. I don't care. Long as I don't never hear her say anything about her rent, like we're fine. Like, because I'm not gonna say that about mine. So, because one moment she'd be like, I need a little, because that means you need to move in. Because I'm not helping you with your rent. Like, I'm not on the lease, so I'm not obligated to give you anything.
I'm obligated to pay. But these jokers, I must be running into the wrong jokers.
You must be.
No, it's a pool. Trust me. It's a pool. It's a pool of trash. It's a pool of trash. Trust me. I hang with some of these niggas.
That's what I said. I said there's doo-doo in the dating pool. Somebody peed in the pool. No, somebody took a deuce in that water. that water is brown.
She got a radio show and a daycare center. She just
That's my grandbaby.
She got Bernice multitask. Let's read some of the comments from the people in the audience. I saw Ernest said chat line, shaking my head. Yeah, we had the chat line. That was fun coming up.
It was. But
I'll be on the chat line. I'm like, hi. Oh, my name's Tammy. Oh, yeah. Like, I really like you got a Bumper Fiero. You know, you could be anybody you want on that chat line. I was a white college girl named Tammy from California. And then I was Maria Santiago from the Bronx. I'm like, yo, what's up? Like what I'm saying, right? When you come over
here. Sometimes that's how you met the family.
Right? You gotta meet when you come into the bar,
Yo, that's how you met the family.
Everybody on the chat line,
sometimes when you call a house, because back in the day you had a phone, so you call a house, somebody answers. You meet the friend, you be like, "Can I speak to me?" Like, who is this? This from where? Just because see, some people from the family. First thing, be like, from where? Oh, don't let it be like an aunt or a sister, female. Be like, from where? Who is this? The elders, they'll be like, who is this? Your name is what again? You done said your name. They be like, can I speak? Who's this, Jamal? Your name is what again? Like, oh shit. And where are you from? Are you coming to pick her up? Like, oh Jesus Christ! No, I'm just calling. I ain't coming over there. Only one come over.
This is a true story, Jamal. My son's father called the house. That's when Color Me Bad was out, and he was singing "I Want to Sex You Up." So when me and Grandma, you know how they say, "Be by the phone, I'm gonna call you." So Grandma was notorious for ear hustling, trying to get in on the conversation, right? So he called, and when I said hello, he said, "Hey, beautiful lady," you know, he sung the song, and Grandma said, "Reese, hang up the phone, Reese." Hang up the phone. I said, Grandma, that's for me. That ain't for you. I got this, Grandma. This is calling for me.
She was trying to kick you off the phone like that was for her. She thought that was her phone.
I said, Grandma, this is not for you.
This is not Mr.
I'm
Fred.
tell Granddaddy. Granddaddy laying right beside. I'm telling Granddaddy. Ain't nobody calling the house talking about I want to sex you up. Grandma, if you don't get your old ass off this phone.
Mr. Ernest, she think Mr. Ernest on the other line.
She better not, because Wade was on the other side of that bed. Wade would have stopped the mud hole in Mr. Ernest ASS.
Yes.
Like,
yeah, you did meet that family calling that house, though. You'd be like, dang, who was that? Oh, that was my cousin.
Look, I had a cousin named Peaches. That's what he go by. It was a he. And he would get on the phone with all the guys. And they was like, you got a friend for me to meet? And I was like, no, they ain't got no friend for you to meet, Peaches. Go on there. And the dudes be like, no. Peaches sound nice. Put Peaches back on the phone.
Oh, no.
All right, Miss Peaches.
See, me and my cousin used to always, whoever was extra, we'd be like, hey, ask her what her cousin looked like. And then be like, if she say she look all right, we'd be like, nah, don't go for it. Don't go for it.
No.
A lot of times they say that because they don't want you to make them think that she look better than them.
Well, sometimes we be like, don't go for it. We be like, if she say she look all right, we be like, don't go for it. Do not bite on it. Because we understood, like, if she was like the shy, quiet ones, like, where your cousin at? She not in here. Your cousin, we were like, I need to see her. The mysterious ones was always pretty. The ones that be all on the phone, everything be like, hey, get her off the phone. I don't want to see her.
Peaches and the dudes, I used to love a dude with a nice deep old voice. Or somebody that could sing. Man, I used to love that. Man, Ernest, why you had to say something about the daggone chat line growing up? I got all nostalgic now.
Yeah, I used to hate
fussing at you.
I used to hate all the phone singers, all them bammers, because them we can keep it on topic because them phone singer dudes be the ones trying to meet the family. They be like, he can sing, y'all.
Monty said your ass didn't send me the link.
Monty, Molly, send it to him now.
I got the link at 11:15. Don't worry.
Molly going to send you the link.
Funny thing is about them chat lines, you met some cool people on there. You met some cool people on them. I actually met my husband there. I met my husband on the chat line.
Where was he in Syracuse? Because there used to be a long distance.
No, he lived over on 28th by Iverson Mall.
Did he lie and say he lived somewhere else at first?
Nope.
So he like, I'm by the mall. You was like, oh, you buy sweatsuits and stuff.
Nope.
Wait a minute.
Like, can you see the bags from your window?
Nah.
They said you buy sweatsuits.
He wears sweatsuits.
She was like, babe, can you see some bags on sale from your boat?
He wasn't babe. He wasn't babe. He was my best friend.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
He became bae later, but he was my best friend. We was best friends for a long
So
time.
you could call over there like, hey, dog, is it a sale at the mall? Do they got some sale signs?
Yeah, that's how it was. I was like, what's up, dog? What you doing? He was like rolling up.
You see what Monty said? Monty said he was in Lorton when you met him.
That's funny.
Not even.
That's
funny. He was in the chat line in Lorton.
Hey, man, they had a chat line in the jail.
Yeah, that's funny. That's funny. He was on the chat line in Lorton. Lying.
Everybody in the jail, you try to put on the three-way.
What he say?
Cut the phone.
I tell you what, he was one of the best people I ever met on the face of this earth, and he was my best friend till he died. So people can make fun all they want. You meet some decent people, just like online with this online dating. You meet some decent people, but you got to watch out for the predators.
B, don't get offended. We just having fun with it, having fun. He know we having fun with it. Rest in peace, big bro. He know, because I would have lied too. Like, I'd have been on that line like from. I'd have been on there from Lorton line. I'd have been like, yeah, I got a nice ass crib.
Did they have access to phones then?
I'd have told half truths on that chat line. I'd be like, I live out Virginia.
Did they have? I think somebody would call on a three-way, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, because I know back then the one I called, the men had to pay, the women were free.
Well, I'm talking about I thought you were talking about the online chat line. You talking about the phone line?
Yeah, I'm talking about the phone.
Oh, we used to do that, the bootleg version. Call everybody with a three-way, like
the party line, the hotline.
Like, who got a three-way, and then we'll play.
Got a three-way? Like, got a three-way, not the one you pay for.
That's how you
pay for nothing. You better not pay for nothing on your parents' phone.
That's how you meet people, family too, by calling their house at night.
No, you better not call my house at night. I had to work, and I got my own phone in my own room. And my grandfather was still coming in and tell me to get off the phone.
We'd have made your grandmother mad. We'd have called your house about 12:30 at night, 1 o'clock, made your grandmother mad. We'd have been like, this is the IRS. She was like, who the IRS?
They used to play on people's phone.
This ain't no IRS, man.
And I used to get punished for people calling the house. Tell them niggas don't be calling here after 9 o'clock. You know better. I'm like, yeah. I ain't tell them to call. So I gotta tell them not to call.
You I call and be like, this is so and so from 7-Eleven.
I don't know who that is. They like,
we'll call and speak to your mother. We'll ask for your mother, have her on the phone, like, yeah, this is so and so from 7-Eleven security. We're just going over some tapes and noticed that your child was in here with a bunch of students stealing.
Yeah, that's why you couldn't meet the family. See, they would never take nobody. They was like, your voice sound real familiar.
They'd be like, stealing. What was it? Chips and sodas. Yes, Keisha McCrae, Donita Watson. We start naming names like, that's who she be with too. I'm gonna wake her ass up.
Getting people in trouble.
Getting people beat.
Ma, I wasn't even that dude. I wasn't even. Stop lying. They be in there.
Molly said that's where Catfish started on that line.
Yeah, from jail.
Really?
Them niggas
I guess so. Because Peaches used to pull up all the dates, and then they come back. Reese, your cousin stood me up. I said, no, he was dead. You was looking for some 5'6" light skinned girl with green eyes, and instead this 6'2" dark skinned nigga with brown eyes.
Oh no, named Peach.
Named Almond. He all almondy. He
Look like
man,
a
who you
rotten
waiting
peach.
for?
You look like the rotten peach spot.
Who you waiting for?
Monty said, I would never trust an online date. Hey, let me tell you something. I done met people in person on the streets. I sometimes you take more risk with them than you do with the people online. I'm trying to tell you.
But now it's video chat. You can see what you getting. Like when I was on Plenty of Fish, I ain't gonna lie, I was on there looking. They give you your pick of the week, right? They introduced me to my brother. My brother was on Plenty of Fish with a damn, he done changed his name. And I'm looking at the picture, and this is when I got good vision, y'all. And I said, damn, if he don't look like my brother. And you know, and then we type back. I said, you look just like my brother. Where you from? He said, your family tree. I am your brother.
Oh Lord!
And I was like, wait a minute. I said, what is you doing playing on the damn chat line? I'm trying to meet somebody. I said, you married? What you doing on here? They changed his name. They put a picture up there that ain't nobody seen. And in fact, I'm like, nigga.
Yeah, I found my uncles on it. Both of my uncles married.
In today's time, you meet the family like that too, because you might meet someone by way of someone in the family. You might find interest because of the internet and because of the links that you have. You might say, hey, yo, I know your cousin, things like that. When you find interest, and sometimes that helps in the relationship building process, because now you got some mutual. And for a man, if it's a man to a woman and she like, oh, he knows one of my cousins that she may be even relatively close to, where she can connect. Now that gives her a sense of security and safety with him, and they can start building from there. And but he got to know how to act on that point, though. From that point, a lot of niggas be online just as soon as they jump on dick pic, just like, bam, hey, this is me. Balls and all.
Right.
I'm like, I
crazy.
don't want your community dick.
Yeah, this
and I
nigga
told my brother, I said, you better take me out to dinner and a movie too. Just like you said in your description. Talk about you like long walks, going to dinner. I'm like, this ain't you. He don't want to hold, and then they matched our personalities.
You want the long walk down the hallway to your bedroom.
I like them. I like them things that say they like long walks.
Wait a minute, hold on. I thought I heard somebody calling my name. Wait a minute. Somebody at the patio calling my name. Did somebody from DC catch a free bus ride over here?
Somebody calling your name from the patio.
I could have sworn somebody knocked on my patio.
This is a hood.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Somebody said I did.
It's that little white lady.
They in the chat said, oh, see, the tit pic.
That's that little white lady. She let in her house the other night.
Yeah, that's why Alfie have all them cats all over the motherfucking line, all in their inbox and shit. They be like, hey, I like
we got a special guest in the building, y'all.
I like long walks with a cane.
Long walks to the patio. It's my girl, Weezy. It's Blue Phoenix in the house, y'all.
Hey, Phoenix.
Hey, y'all.
Look at her with her 211 breaking in somebody's house.
I ain't got no damn 211.
She ain't got no damn 211. The hell with that. It's cold out there. You sniffling?
Yeah,
Is she
sniffling? I'm about to give her a mask because the COVID mask.
Is she vaccinated with that sniffle? Is that a vaccinated sniffle?
Is that a vaccinated or unvaccinated sniffle? You said unvaccinated. Okay, so we safe. With me, she has okay. We safe then. No, it's unvaccinated. Because if it was that vaccinated sniffle, I'm like, bitch, take this mask.
Yeah.
You got COVID, MR19. Right. It's COVID.
Ask her, how soon does it take for her guy to meet the family?
How soon? Oh, the question of the day is, when you're dating somebody, how soon does it take for your date to meet your family? How long you guys got to be dating for you? Was like, here's the family.
It's when I know that we're in a real relationship, like we're serious.
Okay.
I'm not going to bring you around my children or my family if we just fucking. Excuse my language.
Okay. See?
No, it's
And-
we gotta, and yeah, we gotta.
Then you got to be careful with that because I would bring my dates around my family. I wasn't screwing them. I come home from work and my date at my house. I never forget that time. This boy named Sean, and Sean, I'm gonna throw his name out there. He would call my grandfather and tell my granddad, "Oh, I got some armor roll, Mr. McFarland. I got these dice for your car." He would pimp my granddad. "Oh, come and get me. Oh, and I'll be here when Reese get off." He would give my grandfather money, bring my grandmother plants and stuff. You know, I mean, I'm like, oh, wait a minute.
There's a difference from then and now because now people aren't really dating. The
Right.
difference is, I mean, they aren't courting. So back then they would
Well,
come to meet the father.
Look, I told Sean I wasn't courting him either. I just wanted to be your friend.
Yeah,
I'm
but
like,
that's the difference. If they wanted to get good with you, they would get good with the family. Now, a lot of people don't meet the family first. A lot of people are meeting online, or they meeting in the club, or they meeting in different spaces where you can't just take them home.
Right. Well, you don't want to take some of these rascals home because they don't want to leave. So it's hard, you know.
That's funny. You think they don't want to leave.
Oh, you come over there, and I told this dude, I said, no, we just friends. But he was impeding on my space. I was going ready to go out on the date with another guy. My grandmother, I walked right out the house. My grandmother called out the kitchen window. Reese, you better come back here and get this nigga. I'm like, I got a date with Patrick. I can't be taking Sean with me on a date with Patrick.
You say you can't bring a nigga over because now they don't want to leave.
You know, he
Back
kept
in
me
the day,
watching
it was
TV.
Back in the day, it was like, with all due respect, it was like, you know, I'm about to hit and roll. And women be like, you ain't going to hit and leave. Now y'all like, this nigga won't even hit and leave. Y'all like, out of here.
My brother had a girl that he was dating that in a brand new house wrote on his wall, I'm the queen. And we was like, you don't write on you tell the children not to write on, you don't wrote, yo, no, we got to get rid of her. How you going to write on somebody's wall?
I'd put her out after she cleaned that mess up.
Oh, we beat her up. We was like, you don't pop, pop, pop. You don't be writing on nobody's wall. That's disrespectful. And you not even a queen. Molly Mall, what you got to say about this stuff, Molly? How soon when you dating before you bring your date home to meet the family? When my aunt told me when I got grown, she said, have them meet you at the corner because you don't want them to meet grandma and granddaddy. And I couldn't understand why. And then I found out why. They was crucial. My grandparents didn't play.
Yeah, but sometimes you
Say they ain't play.
those that ain't really there for you.
Yeah, and he told them what time I was supposed to come back home. I'm 18. Have her home by 11 o'clock. Not 11:01, not 11:05. By
Growing up
11
in Southeast, I knew all the girls I talked to. My mother already knew them. She watched them grow up too. You know, like
their mother, their mother know and trust you.
yeah, they already knew they like that one, that boy. You know, so one really never know introduced. It was just like, oh, we family now. You know, even when we break up, we was already family before we got together. You know, most of us grew up together, played tag. You know, so that was most of my first girlfriends. When they had to meet my parents, like, oh, they already knew.
Right.
I don't know. But
What about now?
probably about, I don't know, a few dates. I got really like rock with them. I ain't just let anybody meet my mother when I got an adult because, you know, we can break up a week or two later. And then my mother be like, hey, what that nice little girl? I never tell my mother nothing negative about a girl, though. Like, even if we broke up, I just say it didn't work out. You know, I don't tell her, oh, she was cheating or she was this and that. Never. And,
You're a different breed, Molly. You're a different breed.
I thought
Yeah,
you
he
was
is a different breed. That's why we'd have been friends.
different.
Because it seemed like I gave my heart to the losers. The good guys, we were real friends, like brothers and sisters. The losers, I would fall in love with the loser. I guess I was a bum back then. I was like, oh, he ain't got no job, ain't got no respect about himself. What? And he smoke and drink till 11 all the time. Yes. And he smell a little bit, but once you get back, Yes.
That's
And he ain't got no car. And it's just like boom. But the one with the job and the car, oh, you got a car, oh, you got a job, oh, you got your own place, and you got a 401k, and you want to give me money. So what you think? What you think? I'm poor, I need your money. What you think? That was the old me back then. That was the dumb in me back then.
You ain't dumb. You just like it easy, Reese. You like easy catch. That's all. You find niggas that ain't got much going for them. You feel like, oh yeah, I know he'll fuck with me. But when you see a nigga that got a lot going for it, so you feel like, oh, he might not want me. He wants something else. You know, and that's what happened with a lot of men too. They see a nice woman that look pretty. They feel like they ain't enough. Like, why is that? But they see some little joint. They found like, oh, she just like a hoe. She ain't got much. They, oh yeah, I can grab her real. They just feel more confident. You know, just like people just gotta get more confident in themselves. Everybody human.
That was the old me, like I said. Now,
what's the new you? Let me hear it.
The new me, I know who I am. I love me, so you better be coming, stepping to me, correct? Or don't come to me at all. You know.
What a lot of females got to realize is that the good men don't always come with the nice cars and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm a judge of character, a better judge of character now. And as soon as I see that negative sound, like for example, I don't mind breaking bread with you. I don't mind doing nothing. This guy, it was a few years ago, I was dating, and he was like, Reese, can I borrow $7 so I get paid Friday? You know why he said $7? Because that's what he's seen on top of my bookshelf. $7 laying there. Can I borrow $7 so I get paid Friday? Nigga, today Thursday. You know,
you can't let a nigga hold $7. You ain't keeping no nigga. I'm
no,
girls out here giving niggas hundreds of dollars. Like,
first of all,
I ain't giving a nigga nothing. No, and then because I was making I made fresh chicken salad and some soup. It was kind of cold, and he was like, "I can sell this at the barber shop." Oh yeah, we could package this up. I can sell. Oh, this is good. Then he could be asking me, calling me up. What you cooking? When am I coming over there? You not coming for a next meal. My rehabilitation was over there.
First of all, if he can't tighten his belt until he get paid, he got to go.
It was a Thursday, and he got paid the next day, and he still didn't. He didn't give me my $7 back.
He need to tighten his belt.
One day.
No. First of all, he need to tighten his belt and leave you alone because you get paid tomorrow. If you can't do a couple of packs of oodles and noodles today, and whatever till tomorrow,
he said it was for gas money because he had his aunt car, and I'm like, and he lived in Suitland, he lived around the corner.
Like
and
that ain't your responsibility.
I'm like, that ain't. I said, Sean, that ain't.
He need to stand on. He need to stand on that motherfucking smart trick card like a man. He need to stand on that.
But he just around the corner though. He lives in Suitland.
Right.
So I'm like, this right here. And then he talk about, so what you cooking? Did you cook this? You cook that? He wanted to come over and eat. And you know, I'm like.
See, the problem is that so many people, men and women alike, get into a relationship with the mindset that now we fucking, some of your shit is mine.
No, we wasn't sexing it.
Whether or not, but no, it's not. Like, that's for marriage. That's for a real union, right? Word to Lady B. She was married. Word to her husband. You know what I'm saying? Like, they had a real union. Like, when he bought a steak and cheese, whole steak and cheese for lunch while he was at work, half of that was still hers while she was at work.
And he was that type of person. He would give me, and if he ain't have it, he'd make a way to get it. You know, that's how he was.
Right. That's a real and that's why they got married, because it was a real union. And because as a man, he stood as a man. He didn't look at her shit as half of, even once because even with men, once we get married, even what is yours is still yours, right? And what I have for us is for us. But automatically, we won't even say nothing, and you'll just come and say, babe, look, this is for us. We don't have to ask for it. It appears, and we don't. Like, too many guys be expecting and asking, like, nigga, go back over your mother house or something.
Yeah.
You know, so that's the issue, though. So you gotta just be aware. Plus, you know, I live plenty cities, so I can say like here it's like some of the beggingest people. Like niggas be knowing how to beg. Like you know, niggas know how to beg for real. So you know, when a lady get into a bad relationship, sometimes I don't totally blame her or fault her. You know, because of the deceit. You know what I'm saying? Like she was under a particular spell and some deceit. She didn't know like how he came wasn't how he couldn't be. You know, he should have just been up front. And
Yeah, that's why. That's why when guys ask me, "Well, what you looking for in a man?" Oh, I'm not telling you that. I'm gonna let you present yourself as you are, because there's too many actors out here.
yeah, I'm gonna tell you up front. I'm be like, I hope you like holding the back of the movie door open so I can get in because I'm getting one ticket for you. And you're gonna have to go with that motherfucker. Let me in the other side because I'm a park by the exit.
As Kenneth Clark said, question, what do y'all think of the dating game since the pandemic?
It's the same, ain't nobody shit.
It sucks. It sucks. I think it's gotten worse. I think it's gotten worse because everybody's stuck in the house, so they weren't getting what they needed. So now they on the prowl. Like I gotta make up for lost time.
I think now, and you realize who you with because you had to spend it. Because see, sometimes you don't spend that 40 hours a week with a person. No, you see them like at the water cooler at home. Y'all be at the kitchen talking for a minute. Y'all look at TV quietly, and then both of y'all speak back up, barely talking.
Wait a minute, don't forget safe sex. You put your mask on.
Yeah. So
don't kiss me. Don't kiss me.
The pandemic got you to realize who you married. You know what I'm saying? Who you really and people was men and women alike. They was displeased. They was displeased. And you know, especially women. Women was really displeased. It's like this nigga ain't took out the trash. Since the pandemic.
Still sitting there shaking his feet, watching TV under my table. You know,
playing his game system.
Did he said, I ain't gonna give you COVID, I'm gonna hit it from the back. So you ain't gotta worry about me breathing in your face.
That's another thing. He playing this game like, yo, women start, you know, hey, men start this. Whew.
And they lose the, you know, that's why you should be friends first. Enjoy each other company as adults, because after the sex, then what you got? At least if you friends first after the sex, you can laugh, you can joke, you can talk, you can go have fun.
And don't
sex is just the last thing. Sex is just the icing on the cake.
Exactly.
Oh, you my dog. We like the music. We can play games together. We go laugh. We have fun. We talk. We have all this, and we can screw.
Sometimes it's not the icing on the cake. Sometimes it's just a dry ass piece of cake.
That's hard.
Ooh, it's dry.
That's hard.
Dry ass piece of cake.
That's because someone did. I know this. If a guy is pressed to have sex, that's when it be the worst. Chicks be like, he was so pressed, and I went ahead, and I was disappointed. Yeah, that nigga was so anxious. As soon as that nigga took his sock off, he nutted.
Dang, you know, don't say that because I had never mind. I'm gonna say that for another show.
Yeah, save it for another show. Because we out of time.
We out of time. This was another episode of Freaky Friday. This was our 13th show, our 13th Freaky Friday. And I want to thank you, Mr. Jamon Darnell, for coming on. It was in a blast. You got to come back. You are welcome to come on anytime. It don't have to be a Freaky Friday. Because I know you're a political figure in the community, a pillar, and you was walking down the street with Mayor Bowser yesterday. You was the one holding her purse.
I wish I was.
She didn't know you was trying to steal that joker, but you was.
Ain't nothing in her purse. Ain't nothing in her purse. I can tell by her outfits. Ain't nothing in her purse.
It was all in her pocket. She just like a dude. She up there.
Ain't nothing in her purse.
Marion Bowser.
She got apps. She used her apps to order DoorDash and shit like that. Ain't nothing in her purse.
She ain't nobody in that purse.
She got it like that.
So she did that much, but I want to thank you.
Thank y'all.
You
I had
come
a great
back
time.
anytime. Thank you, my co-host Bernice and my super producer Molly Mall, $1 Million Moment Productions. I had a good show, Monty, and I'm sorry. Where you at, Monty?
Yeah, he hit me talking about he didn't know what the topic was about. Monty wasn't trying.
Monty, just get in and we talk, Monty. You know how we do.
Mm-hmm.
You didn't have to know what the topic was about. Thank you, Kenneth. We got to get you on the show too, honey.
Yeah.
Yes.
Kenneth, get up on here. Great show, ladies. Appreciate you coming on, Darnell. I was telling Reese and a while back that I met you a long time ago, my boy Pee Wee Neverson. We were doing the Twist Up Tuesdays down Adams Morgan. Early Tuesday, killing it, man, for about a year straight, man.
Yeah, that room was lit.
Yeah, we kept it lit in there, man.
Yeah.
So
Jamal,
it's good
how
to
long
see you
been doing
again.
comedy?
For like 14 years, 13
Yeah.
14 years.
Okay, so when we met, that was 10 years ago. How long was you in it then?
That was in my like 4th or 5th year.
Okay. And then that's when he was doing the Mike Brooks and Martinis.
Shout out
And
to
then
Mike
Marley, you knew him with Pee Wee Neverson's
Shout out to
down
Pee Wee.
at Twist Up
Yeah,
Tuesday.
you gotta get my man on here, man. We're gonna get him on
You
here.
gotta get Pee Wee.
Yeah,
Pee Wee.
definitely.
That's my guy. Pee Wee's
Look, find your man. What he look like?
He New Yorker. He from New York.
Yeah, he from Brooklyn. Yeah, he a Brooklyn cat. He funny too. He got it. He's super talented. He's super talented. Yeah.
Definitely. Let's make it happen, y'all. Let's do it. 2023 is going to be 23 and me. Y'all, you get that? 23 and me, you get it?
Yeah.
Y'all don't get the joke.
All right, y'all.
In the background.
Love y'all. Till Monday. Peace.